What's going on, guys? Broke Investor is back. Finally, I know I say that every video because I never have any time to stay consistent, but no one's here for excuses. Anyway, I wanted to make a video today about my journey from day one up until now, which is about 18 months worth of investing. And it's basically my journey to my $10,000 portfolio. So I want to take you from where I was, my mindset from day one, and then run through the numbers and show you where I'm at least as of April, which is obviously the current month. So the one thing I want to say is where I started. If you look to the right, and with the glare of the light, I apologize for that, but I started with no money, hence the name of my channel. But regardless of that, when I got involved with investing, it was just something I've been delaying and delaying and delaying. And then one day I said, screw it. I went online and I Googled, looking up a cheap brokerage. Lo and behold, Robinhood existed. I love Robinhood. And then, sure enough, you did not need money, you did not need a minimum, and when you sign up, you got a free stock. So that, to me, was the beginning of my journey. So I did not deposit any money right off the bat. I had no money to deposit. I started with nothing. So basically, when I started, I had a free stock, and that was it. So I didn't start with a big chunk of money. People say you should have at least $10,000 to even start, which is stupid. I think you should start when you're when you have the least amount of money. That way, you're risking the least amount of money, because you want to kind of protect yourself, your own aggressive self in the beginning. So if you start out and put in little by little what you can afford, then you'll learn as you go, and hopefully you'll lose, a little money here and there, if at all. Anyway, so from the start of this board, as you can see, I started the chart November 2017. I had got into investing a little before that, but when I started tracking dividends, it was November 2017. So prior to this, I bought a couple stupid penny stocks, I'll say, here and there. And that was until I discovered dividend investing. I would say maybe a month or two into it, I discovered dividend investing, and I immediately, fell in love and just started tracking the results right away. So anyway, I'll go through the numbers. Hopefully you can see the board. If not, obviously I'll explain it. So November 2017, that was the first month I began to track my dividends, and as I mentioned, I probably got involved, in the market shortly before that. 2017 was a great year to get involved. Unfortunately, I started late in the year, but still I got, some advantages of it. So whoopie-doo, first month, 50 cents in dividends. I was able, over the past, as I mentioned, the past few months, I was buying and selling penny stocks, stupid crap, but eventually I had $504 invested into dividend-paying stocks. The yield on cost, if you take this 50 cents times it by 12, then you take that number divided by the 504, 1.19%. Capital gains as of the end of the month was actually $20, so my total return on investment right away, 4%, not bad, right? I'm not going to go through every single month, so as you can see, I'm going basically every 4 months just to show you the results and where I was at. March 2018, my monthly dividends was, again, I track my dividends on a month-to-month basis. I have a monthly goal, and I'm very strict on hitting those goals. So my monthly total dividends as of March 2018, $10.59. At that point, I had a total invested of $22.25. So my yield on cost was 5.71%. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. My as of capital gains, obviously, it went down the market started going down a little, so I lost overall just down $80. So my total return on investment was a loss, negative 2.4%. It's short term. You can't worry about that. You got to think about the long term. Now we head to July, and 4 months later, my monthly dividends are now up to $16.78. Total invested I have at that point is $4,659. Yield on cost. Again, yield on cost, basically the total amount getting paid in dividends divided by the original stock price that I had paid. So 4.32%, not bad. Capital gains as of, so inception to date capital gains, 93.82. Total return on investment, 3.75%. That's decent. Let's jump ahead 4 more months. Now my dividends are up to $26.11. Not too bad. That'll pay for maybe... What will that pay for? Not much. Netflix subscription, maybe some coffee. Total invested I have at that point is about $7,000. Yield on cost, 4.45%. Capital gains went down a little, but $73. So total return on investment, 3.48%. So not bad. Now, my final month, I went up 5 months here because, obviously I'm going up to April of 2019. So now my monthly dividends are up to $42.94. Now we're talking, right? Now this can pay for a DirecTV Now subscription, right? Some kind of digital streaming subscription, because none of us have cable, right? Total invested, again, point of the video, my journey to 10K had, as of April, I have 10,000 invested, 10,128. Yield on cost went up 5.09%. I like that. Obviously, I didn't do this on purpose, but it just so happens I'm ending, this is ending on a really good note, and my capital gains have gone up to $832.51 from inception. So, which increased my return on investment to 11.7%. Again, return on investment takes in consideration capital gains and dividends. So, again, what I do, my strategy is to invest in stocks, and only the stocks that pay dividends. This is, as of today. So I'm not buying a stock unless it pays a dividend. Is that stupid? Maybe, but it's my strategy for now. So until I get into a comfort zone where, my dividend stream of money is rolling in pretty heavily, this is my strategy. But regardless, what I do is each paycheck I put in what I can. Typically $200 to $300 a paycheck. I put that in my dividend portfolio and I invest. And I have monthly goals to hit. So say I make, $20 1 month. My goal, would be to have a certain percentage increase month over month, and I need to hit that percentage increase because I've laid this out basically until I'm 55 years old, and I need to make sure I hit these goals so I can retire early and not have to wait until my 401k allows me to, or Social Security checks can come in. The idea is to live financially free, if you want to not need your full-time job, to live off your dividends. So if you don't want to work, you don't have to. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically my goal. I'm buying dividend-paying stocks every time I get paid. I look for the discount. I do not buy ETFs. I buy individual stocks. So I have about 33 individual different companies. So, and what I do is I look for the discount at that time. So, and I also, in order to meet my monthly goals, I look to see if I need help for the current month. So I may have to buy into a stock that's going to pay me on the following month or the current month that I'm in to make sure I meet that goal. Over the 18 months, I missed my goal, I believe, twice. But, it happens. I'm not going to completely buy some shitty high-yield stock just to meet my goal, or buy a stock that's overvalued at this point just to hit my goal. I do have limitations there, but still, I'd like to hit my goal. So I did, for the most part, on almost every month. So yeah, that's basically the idea I have behind this. So as you can see, in total, in dividends, I made $352.86. As mentioned, I use Robinhood, and Robinhood does not have dividend reinvestment function, DRIP. So what I do is, the money goes into my buying power, and when it reaches a certain level to an amount that I can actually afford a stock, then I'll buy that stock. Or I'll just let it roll into when I get paid again, and I'll add that into whatever I'm depositing from my paycheck. And then I'll use that to buy, additional dividend paying stocks. Capital gain, as shown before, it ended at a positive $832.51. Not bad. A lot of that's from Apple. So for the 18 months, and again, I'm not selling. I don't sell my stocks. I buy and hold forever. That's the idea. However, for 18 months, if I did sell, when all said and done, I made $1,185.37. So that's okay in my book. So I'm not sure where you guys are at, but hopefully you're, if you have the same strategy, hopefully you're doing well. Right now, the market's been up and down all over the place. You just got to look for the best discount. So if you're interested, my top sector was real estate investment trusts. Not on purpose. They're kind of addicting. They're paying a really aggressive yield. Especially my top holding, APLE, Apple, not the other Apple. APLE is it's a real estate investment trust that invests in different hotels, Marriott's, Hilton's, etc. And I became addicted with the stock. They don't even increase their dividend, and they haven't increased their dividend, but their starting yield is about 7 to 8%. So they keep putting their money back into their company, buying more and more hotels, so they're diversified across the U.S. And so far, so good. I like the company. Is it a good idea? We'll find out. What do I know? I'm only 18 plus months into investing. So anyway, that's my journey to my $10,000 portfolio. So as you can see, my $10,000 portfolio pays me about $42 a month in dividends. That may not be sexy to most of you people, but if you look 18 months ago, I was making 50 cents a month. So just imagine, as you reinvest your dividends and you put more and more money into your brokerage account, how much you can save and how much this will continue to grow. And assuming, you bring in more income as you go, hopefully you have no debts and you could just, invest the most that you can in order to take advantage of the time, because time is important, obviously. Don't go broke just to invest money. I'd say pay off your damn debt first, but if you can invest, something for now, utilize the time. The markets, they go up on average, they say 8 to 10%. So I'm showing 18 months, 11.7%. That's with dividends, so I'll take it, right? So anyway, that's my journey to my $10,000 portfolio. I started with nothing. I knew basically nothing. Right now, I know a little more. There's so much to know. I'm learning every day. I'm constantly, reading every morning, all throughout the day, whenever I can. Whenever I get a break, I'm reading up on my stocks, reading up on different, different things about the stock market. All I do is watch Fox Business now, sometimes CNBC, but it's addicting and it's good. It's a good addiction to have, right? Better than stupid fantasy football. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you liked the video, click the like, share the video, I don't know. So I'm just glad I finally got around to making this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy investing to all, and good luck on your journeys.